Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you what I got my kids for Christmas. This is such an exciting, fun video to put out every single year. So if you're interested in this type of content or other homeschool and lifestyle content, please remember to subscribe and let's get into it. All right, so I have 6 kids ranging from almost a 13-year-old to a 1-year-old, and I'll give you more specifics as I go through each of their gifts. And we'll talk about them a little bit more. But there's a few things that I just wanted to start with. So every year we kind of go with a different type of theme or idea or just something different. You know, it's always hard for me to figure it out. I'm not one to want to give my kids tons and tons of gifts. They already have so very much. You know, we're already so very blessed. And I want to give them things that are useful, that help their brains work really hard and not just like toys that make noise and things like that. So I'm like, what are we gonna do this year? And I talked to my husband about it, and we finally decided to do kind of a spin on the like something that you want, need, wear, and read idea. And so we're gonna do 2 things that they want. Something to read, but for my older kids, that's more of like a just activity book than a reading book because we already have so many reading books. And so that's what they're gonna get for that. And then I have them something to wear, and then we did something STEM. So that's kind of what I'm gonna be showing you today. And instead of doing something they needed, right? We're doing 2 somethings that they wanted. Because when they need something, I just get it when they need it, right? I don't know who else is like that, but usually we don't have time to wait till Christmas to get them something that they need. Like they usually need it right then. And so instead of doing that, I just decided to get them 2 things they want or 2 things that me and my husband thought they might like. So not all the things that they're getting did they specifically pick that they wanted, but it's kind of a general thing of what they like normally. So that's one thing. And then just remember to be kind in the comments. Everyone does and goes about Christmas a little bit differently. Like I said, I like to keep things as more on the minimal side and really meaningful gifts. And we try to stay within a budget, and our budget is pretty low. And so it's around $200 per child. So I did, this year was about $200 for my 4 older kids, and then $100 for my 2 little kids. And I like to put myself on a pretty tight budget because I don't want to overindulge or go crazy or anything like that. And then it requires me to get a little bit more creative. So that's what we did this year. And we're gonna get started. I think we're gonna start with the oldest and work our way through. And as we talk about the oldest, I'll tell a few of the traditions we have too, because that theme will run throughout all of my kids' presents as well. All right, so my oldest is 12 years old. He's almost 13, and that's something else that I'm gonna mention. My 3 boys, they alternate every other one, but they all have birthdays within like 10 days after Christmas. And so I also bought birthday presents at the same time I was buying Christmas presents. So I'm gonna show you those when I show you my boys' stuff, just in case you need a few more ideas. So I'll share with you what they're getting for Christmas, and then I'll show you what they're getting for their birthdays. I try to keep birthdays around $100, and that's what they get from us. And so that's kind of how it's gonna go. And my oldest son, all of his stuff really could be considered STEM, but he really wanted some Minecraft Legos. And so this was a set that he had picked out, and it's a little bit of a harder set, but not super hard for him. That was one of the things when he was picking gifts and all the Legos, he went through my phone and picked out some of the stuff that he liked. Most of them were super easy for his age range. And so I was trying to find things that were a little bit more complicated and complex. And so you'll see that also in his birthday gifts. I was like, well, maybe he'd like other things too. He is high functioning autistic, so he gets kind of stuck in, I like Minecraft, I like Pokemon. Okay, but we can't afford some of the really, like the bigger sets. And so we're going to branch out and try some other things. So the other one I got, I was just trying to search for Legos that were within a certain price range, is this, the Statue of Liberty. It's the Artor bricks. Is that how you'd say it? I don't even know. And so I got this one. There's actually a bunch. I'll show you another one later because I got one for my daughter as well. But this one I feel like had quite a few pieces. It has 1,500 pieces to build the Statue of Liberty, and if he likes it, there's more. Okay, mostly doing like architecture, like types of buildings and stuff like that. And so I thought this could be something new for him to try that's much harder. You know, he'll still get it done super fast, but this only has almost 400 pieces. Like, it's not very much and stuff, and he would have that built in like 2 seconds. And so I wanted something that was a little bit more difficult. And then I asked my friend what her son likes, and she recommended this. She said that they were thinking about getting it for her son. They don't know if he likes it, but I mentioned it to my husband, and he really liked the idea. So it's the Raspberry Pi programming. So this could be considered the STEM thing, but I really don't know very much about this. My husband does a lot more stuff with programming, but it's kind of computer building but no like access to the internet. So in a little bit of a safer way. This kit had a whole bunch of different pieces to use and not just the Raspberry Pi like motherboard. I don't know if that's what you'd call it. Anyways, and so we got this so that you could hook up some different things and try some different things. And my husband's very excited about this because he wants to be able to do it with my son. So that was something new we got for him to try out. And then something to wear is this sweatshirt. Again, like I mentioned, he loves Pokemon. So this is just from Amazon, but I loved the Pokeball is Pikachu. It's a whole bunch of little Pikachus. And I like too that it's just like, obviously it's a Pokeball, but that it's not in your face like crazy colors, and it's still Pokemon. So that's what we got there. And then, like I mentioned, for my 4 older kids, they're reading books since they already have so many books, and we go to the library all the time. My husband takes them to the library. It's not my favorite thing to do, so he takes them. I got them activity books because as part of our Advent calendar, we open a book, usually like the week before Christmas. And so I was trying to get something different and it was easier to pick activity books than reading books. At least for me, I feel like we've exhausted so many of the books that they like to read. So I got a whole bunch of the paint by sticker or sticker by number books. This is the one that me and my husband thought he'd like the best. So it's a national parks one. And this one also, I think, has stuff, it has stuff to read about each one. So we thought he would think that was really cool. It's not just the picture and you fill it in. He likes learning facts and other things about places. So we got that. And then another part of our traditions is church clothes. For my boys, that means a church tie. And so I was trying to go for Christmas, but also can be used other times. So this is what we have here, is this green striped tie. I believe this one's for him. I always get him and my other son mixed up because they're just a few years apart. And then we do pajamas, Christmas pajamas. So the tie we open a little bit earlier than Christmas because we wear it for Christmas or like the Sunday right before Christmas. And then Christmas pajamas, they open Christmas Eve. I only pulled out the ones for my baby. And I'm just gonna show them to you once so we don't get like super repetitive over here. But I didn't wanna unwrap all of them, and I had already looked at hers, so I'm just gonna show you hers, and all of them look the same, just in different sizes. So these are just from Amazon, and they're actually fairly nice quality. It's like almost stretchy, like it has a little bit of spandex in it or something like that, not just a straight cotton. But it says, "Dear Santa, they're the naughty ones," and has, you know, arrows pointing out and stuff. So that's the top, and she is 14 months. So this is a 2T basically, because she's very big for her age. And so this might be huge on her for a while, but I also like them to be big so they can wear them for a long time. And sometimes they'll even be able to wear them the next year just during the season. These are the pants that go with it. Again, like a nice stretchy, like comfortable material. It's almost like a little bit cooling when you touch it. So those are the pajamas. So that's what he's gonna get for Christmas. But then, like I said, I have his birthday gifts to share with you just in case you need a few other ideas or these ones may not work. So the first thing, this was something he requested. They're kind of noisy, but these are the little like mini blocks or mini Legos, and they're all, I think these ones are all Pokemon, and he picked these out on Amazon and stuff. So they're just a teeny little blocks. Sorry, that's like focused on my fingers, and so he got those, and then he really wants to do balloon animals. So we got this, and I hate popping balloons like so much. I hate it so much, but we're gonna try it, and he'll just have to go do it somewhere where I can't hear them if they pop. And then the other thing that I got him was this car. So again, more complex Legos, but maybe not something he would have necessarily picked out for himself. And so I thought we'd try it. There's a few other car options as well. So if he likes this one, we can try some of those. And then usually we get them a book as well. I haven't gotten them books for their birthdays, but those are just a few more ideas if you're looking for them for Christmas. All right, my next child is an 11-and-a-half-year-old girl. And so I'm gonna show you something that she really wanted. And it might just be funny. It's kind of big and you can't really see what it is, but it's a bow and arrow. It's a compound bow for a youth size. And this brand had pretty good reviews on Amazon, so we're gonna try it out. My husband liked to do bow and arrow when he was growing up and stuff. My older daughters recently did some shooting at like a range when they did a daddy-daughter like camp out, and they really loved it. So my other daughter that's 7 also has one, is getting a bow and arrow because they both just really wanted one. And you adjust the tension, you know, to how strong they are and things. I don't really know a lot about bow and arrows, but I know that you do that. And so we got each of them one. And so that's what this is, something that she wanted. And then something else that she really, really likes to do. This wasn't something she came up with, but again, my dear friend who gives very good present advice because she helped me buy a lot of presents this year, she's like, well, maybe you could take her to a show. And we have a theater here, but we live in a smaller like community. And so there's one a few hours away that's really good. So I was looking at their shows, and they're doing Beauty and the Beast. And it runs some before Christmas and then after Christmas, because they'll do all their Christmas shows at that time. So I got her a ticket and my husband a ticket because he's really good at going to those kind of things. I enjoy them, but he's just more fun. And so I was like, well, how are we going to do that as a present? You know, I don't want to just like wrap up the ticket. You know, it's not even a ticket. It's just like a email. And so we were like, we could find a shirt. So we went to Amazon to find like a Beauty and the Beast shirt. And so I ordered one on Amazon and then found one I liked on Etsy better. Ordered that one, tried to cancel the one on Amazon. They're like, you can't cancel even though I just ordered it. And so they sent it. And so then I was like, I'll return it. And they're like, you don't have to send it back, but we'll refund your money. So now I have 2 shirts. That was not part of my plan, but she gets to have both. So this is the one from Amazon. And the one from Etsy is very similar. I went with the lighter color, which I'm glad now that we ended up with both. But it's just better quality. And it has this on the back too. Belle's Book Cafe, get your nose stuck in a book. And so it's just, I thought it was cute. So we'll wrap those up and let her know, you know, about the show and stuff. And that will be right after Christmas that she'll get to go with my husband. And so that will be fun for them. So those are the 2 like things she wanted. And then a STEM project, like I mentioned, I got her some of these blocks too. She is obsessed with Paris. I don't really know why, but she loves it so much. And so we got this one that's the Eiffel Tower. This one doesn't have as many. Oh wait, it does have quite a few pieces. It's 1,600. I was thinking it was less, but it actually still has quite a few pieces in it. And so I'm glad that she gets to work with that. It says 16 plus, but I feel like they can put them together. And if it takes a long time, like that's the goal. I don't want it to be this super quick thing. I had to go grab her what to wear thing. I forgot it. So it's actually some perfume from Dime Beauty. And I had bought this several months ago. And the person that had recommended it said it's better for like a teen girl kind of smell. And so I had used it a few times and it wasn't, I was like, nah, this isn't my favorite. So it's basically full. I maybe only used it once now that I think about it. So I was like, she would love this and it's something to wear. And so I'm going to wrap this up. I don't know if I'll find a box or whatever. We'll figure it out, but wrap that up for her. So that'll be her thing to wear. And then her book to read, her stickers by number, is this one. It has a whole bunch of just different sayings and stuff in it. And then has the, you know, places where you can put the stickers. But I thought this was fun. My kids have done so many of these books over the years that it's hard for me to find new ones because they've done so many of them. And so I'm like, okay, what can we do? And that one was actually, I think it's like 2 books in one technically. So it has a lot of things in it. And so she can have a ton of sticker projects to do. So I was excited for that, and it wasn't very expensive either. And then for her like church outfit, it's, I was going back and forth. My girls, especially my older girls, it's getting harder, and I want things that they're gonna like and that fit them well. And so I actually tried a few things with her, had her try them on, sent some back, and we kind of settled on this one, this green skirt. I really like the color. I wasn't sure if I was going to. Sorry, it's wrinkly. We're not ready for it. It's just gonna get wrapped anyway. So here's this, and then we got a black shirt. I'm not sure if this is the black shirt we're keeping. We've tried some short sleeve shirts, but it's cold. And so I was trying to find a long sleeve one, and this one's really good quality, but it also has kind of poofy like shoulders, and she doesn't know if she likes that. But we liked black better with the skirt than white. So those will all be wrapped together, whatever we decide, but I've had her be part of the process so that it's something that fits well and that works well for her. And then also with this skirt, I ordered, this one fits her, and I think this is her actual size, like 10 to 11, but it's just slightly big. So I have the just smaller size coming. We're gonna try it, and if that one seems like it fits better and like not gonna fall off her waist, then we'll use that one. I'll put it down in the comments because I'll know by the time this video goes up which one we decided to keep. So I'll put down in the comments which one we ended up using, if you might need to go like size down or something, especially if you have a like teeny child. They might need a size smaller. All right, my next child is a 9-year-old boy, but he will be 10 right after Christmas. So, you know, he's 10 basically. We'll say he's a 10-year-old boy. And the things he wanted, one of them was this bumblebee. It's still in this package, but these are from Minecraft, right? I think so. I got them off of Amazon, but so he wanted this one. And then he also wanted this, like, it's not a bulldozer, right? I don't know, scooper thing, but it transforms into other things too. So there's several different projects that you can do with it. And you can see here on the back as well. So that was something that he picked out. And then something STEM related that I picked out for him because he loves space a lot. So I was trying to find something space related, is this. I like the Lego Creator because it usually means like there's 3 in 1. So there's a lot of projects he can do with this one kit. This one is more expensive, but it also has a lot more pieces than some of the other ones that he's done in the past because I've just gotten really small kits. So this one has almost 900 pieces for him to build a whole bunch of stuff. And then for something to wear, I got him this t-shirt. He's a big Imagine Dragons fan. He loves Imagine Dragons. Originally he's like, can you just get me like something that plays Imagine Dragons and headphones so I can just listen to it? That's what I want for Christmas. I'm like, we can just do that. We can just put it on the phone and you can just do that. We don't need to buy it as a gift. So anyway, this is for him since it says Believer and he loves that song. So it's not like directly Imagine Dragons, but it was something that came up on Amazon when I was looking for Imagine Dragons. And then his book is this Animals one. Again, this is a 2 in 1. So it's a really thick book. And so I'm excited for it because he's going to have so much to do. And these were surprisingly cheap. I feel like it was like $8 for this huge book where some of the ones that are smaller were more expensive. So I got this one for him to do. And then for Christmas, I got this tie for him. It's like red stripes. So I feel like it's subtle enough. You can wear it other times of the year. You know, it could be like your power tie or whatever. I don't know if red's a power color. Like it is power color, but I don't know all the tie colors that you're supposed to wear. Anyway, and so I thought this was a good, it's not overly Christmassy. but he likes getting a new tie. So this is the one I got for him. And then just quickly, his birthday gifts, if you need some other ideas. He wanted another plush from Minecraft. This is the creeper one, so we got that. And then he also has this little Lego kit. He picked, this is the bulldozer, right? This is the bulldozer. And so he picked this one out. So I don't know, something he was interested in. And then I picked this out, which was more expensive, but also more complex. And so trying to get them to work on harder projects and not just get things because they always like, oh, I love Minecraft, I'm just gonna get more Minecraft. But most of those kits are so easy. So we got this one to try to push him a little bit, and he's interested in other things. He just kind of follows along with what his older brother wants to do. So we're trying to give him a few other things that are different to do. All right, so we are basically halfway through this video. Whew, I'm like surrounded by gifts, so like trying to switch everything out is super fun. But my next child is a 7-year-old girl. She's almost 8. She'll be 8 in February. So a few of the things she picked out that she wanted, I'm trying to like sort through like, what the heck do I have over here? So like I said, she wanted a bow and arrow as well. So she has one of these big bow and arrows that she is going to get. And then she also wanted this robot. I don't know, that's what she wanted. And it had actually fairly good reviews. People actually liked it a lot. So that's what she's getting there. And then for kind of a STEM type of a project, I saw these bracelets that could be fun for her. They're going to be a little bit difficult for her, but we can work on it together. So I got those. And then to go with this, I'm just gonna do this little Woobles crochet thing. And so I already had this. I've had it in my closet since like, I don't know, before summer started. And I've been trying to decide what to do with it, which of my kids to give it to. And so I was like, well, she's a little short on what we spent for her for Christmas anyway, so I'm just gonna give it to her. So she'll get like the 2 of those together for a STEM project. And then something to wear is these headphones. She really wanted noise canceling headphones. I don't know how good these ones are, but these are one of the ones that we picked out. We'll see how it goes. Her older 2 siblings, the oldest, my girl and boy, have headphones, and she just wanted some. So that's what she gets to wear. And then her book is the same as her older sister's. And so it just was simple to pick the same thing. And I knew they hadn't had that one before. And then her church outfit is this dress from Amazon. And I don't know what way it goes. I guess it doesn't matter. So it has the green skirt and then the top. So the skirt is a little bit more puffy, and it has this where you can tie a like big bow in the front, whereas the top is a little bit more fitted. Like the trying to get this over her head, it's a little bit snug, but it's cute. I had her try it on again just to make sure it fit her and that she liked it enough that she was going to wear it. And so she agreed, she thought it was good. So that's what she's gonna get. All right, so the next child is a 2-year-old. He'll be 3 in January, so very close after Christmas. And I didn't follow the same pattern with my littlest 2 that I did with the older 2, like like something to wear, want, all that kind of stuff. I just picked a few things that I thought could be fun and also useful for homeschool. I was like, what could keep them occupied while we're doing homeschool? Because that's the hardest thing with little kids, is trying to keep their hands busy. So I got him some of these classic Lego blocks, all the different colors, because I have a like mat that they can go on, like it's silicone, I think. And so he can put them on there and he can sort them, you know, because there's all the different colors. So we could sort them into colors for a sensory activity. So there's a lot of different things we could do with them, which is why I got them. And then I also got these trucks because he loves like anything like a dump truck, bulldozer, any of those types of things, a tractor. He sees them in the fields and like a tractor. And so he loves all that kind of stuff, and we can use this in sensory bins as well. And then I also got him these rocks. They're like the ones you can stack and stuff like that, but they have cards in here, so he could try to make those pictures as he gets a little bigger. But also, since they are in like just normal primary and secondary colors, he can sort them by color also, just like the blocks. So I was trying to figure out things that would be the most useful for us in homeschool and for him, for what he's going to be learning in this next little while in his life. And then the book I got is Where's Bluey? He loves Bluey. Right now, he hasn't loved watching anything really until just recently. He's always been just like on the go all the time. And so I'm excited that he likes something. So I thought this one could be like a fun activity book for him. And then I just got, his tie is just like that solid burgundy color. So that's what we got for him. And then since, again, his birthday's right after Christmas, I have a few birthday things for him. The first thing is just a sensory like bin kit, Play-Doh kit from Young, Wild, and Friedman. And so I got this for him. I think it's all construction. Let me see if I can get it open so I can show you. I won't be able to like completely show you, but there you go. So it comes with Play-Doh, and then it has all these different construction things. And since he really likes the construction scene right now, I was like, okay, we'll pick one that has construction. They have lots of different options, and so it doesn't have to be like this. They have really good ones for girls and boys. They have a variety. And then the other thing, again, thinking of homeschool and things he could do, are these bricks. They're very heavy, just FYI. And they're like a good size too. I didn't want them super teeny because I don't want my 1-year-old eating them. She does pretty good not putting stuff in her mouth. But so that's what I got for him, and those were on Amazon, but you had to pay for shipping, so that was kind of like a not fun part of it. And then I got him a book already, just this Bluey one that has the different people to pick from around the border. So that's what he's going to be getting for his birthday, but you can use those for great Christmas options also. All right, we're down to the last child. So many kids, oh my gosh. And then I have some family activities and games that I got to show you as well. But my daughter, so the youngest one's a girl, and she is 15 months old, almost 15 months old right now. So around Christmas, she'll be like more 17 months old almost. So I just got her a few simple activities, stuff again that maybe she can do while we homeschool, or she likes to sit and just do stuff. And she will actually play with toys, where her older brother, her toddler brother, doesn't do that. And so I was trying to pick some stuff that she could do that with. So there's this hedgehog that I thought could be fun for her. We've never had a toy like this. I know that they're sort of popular. I've seen them a lot. And then this one, it might be hard to tell. So it's a little container, and it has the colored like wooden sticks, and then you put them in where they match the color. Obviously, initially she could just put them in the hole because it helps practice those fine motor skills. And then eventually she can start matching them to the colors. And then I got her some of these like fidget spinners that you can suction cup to the fridge. And so they just have a variety of things. This one came as like a 2-pack, but you can get them separately too. So these are all the pieces, and they have suction cups on the back, so you could stick them on the fridge and they can play. You can stick them on the windows of your car. You can stick them, we figure out places to put them at church too, so that they can play with them. So like even on a book cover, depending what the book is made out of. And so there's a lot of great options for them. And then I got her this book that's in the garden because it just had some texture aspects to it. So I thought she would like that. And then her church outfit is just this green sweater dress. It has some sequins on it. But I was trying to think of how could she stay warm. And so this is what I picked for her, and it seems like it's going to be comfy and cozy. So that's what she's getting for Christmas. All right, so the last thing I have to show you is some family gifts. I did this last year as well, and I kind of took whatever was left over from budget, mostly from my little kids because we didn't spend their complete budget, and added a little bit extra and got a few gifts. I was trying to make sure we had 6 so that my kids wouldn't fight. They could all open one, but also stay within a reasonable price. So when I'm getting these things, I'm thinking of homeschool, or thinking of things they can do together, or just STEM related type stuff. That's kind of my goal. So the first one is Sumology. And I thought this would be fun. It's not quite Scrabble. It kind of reminds me, what does it even remind me of? Why can't I think of, like, sort of dominoes, but not, you know, but you line them up and do like addition problems and subtraction and multiplication as all the math in there. So I thought we'd try that out for homeschool. And then I don't know, I feel like maybe once upon a time we owned a Twister game, but it's been a really long time. And this is the ultimate one. So it's like bigger. I think Angela Braniff had this on her list and I was like, that's a genius for bigger families especially, or just bigger groups of people. And so I thought this would be fun to play. We'd all get a kick out of it, that's for sure, and fall on our rears, so it'd be funny. And then I saw these stacking cup games, which my little kids would enjoy well as well, just with the cups, right? They don't need the cards or anything like that. But there's challenge cards here, and I think you can have it be like 2 players, or you can just do it by yourself and stuff. So there's some different options there. So that I thought that'd be fun to try. And then I'm all about Think Fun. I love Think Fun. This was one we didn't have yet. And I just thought it looked cool. And so most of the time these are like an individual thing, but again, they're like a STEM type thing. But you can work together on them because sometimes they're very hard to figure out. Like if you want a challenge for your brain, you go try one of those. And then I thought this would be fun. This is it's not a subscription box, but it's like a food crate. I'm like, I can't think of what you'd even call it. This one was just from Amazon. And so it wasn't super expensive, and it has expiration dates on all the food. Like they're little printed. I opened it up earlier just to look, and most of them don't expire for a while. So like this one has a little date here that says April 2025. So I appreciate that. But I got this because there was one time so I got a Japanese crate for my oldest a few years ago, and all the rest of my kids were like, oh, we want something like that too. And so I found this on Amazon and was like, this could be fun for them to go through and try some different snacks. I think most of them are from Turkey. At least that's what the reviews said. So we'll see. And then the last thing is heavy, but it's the Picasso tiles or the Magna tiles type things. But this one like has little cars and like makes ramps and stuff. And so I thought that'd be cool. We already have a bunch of these, but we do not have ones with cars that make ramps. And so I thought we'd try those. And some of these things I got on deal, like on Prime Day and stuff like that. So they were cheaper than they probably are right now, but they might be on sale for Black Friday, so you can check them out then as well. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video, this long video. I have a lot of kids. I'm sorry, this is just long. And I hope you enjoyed what I was getting my kids for Christmas. Hopefully it gave you some ideas. If you haven't already Christmas shopped or you're looking for things maybe to check out on Black Friday, I'll link as much as I can down below so you can go back through everything. And let me know some of your favorite things to get your kids for Christmas, or like themes you might follow or ideas you like to kind of follow when picking out Christmas gifts, because I'd love to hear them. And remember to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.